Just to summarize the point of humans having abilities, in fact, this was a question that people have today. This is a question that people had at that time as well. And the Holy Quran, in fact, reprimands these people and says that this is not a valid point. Look at Surah Al-Qamar. They came and said, فَقَالُوا أَبَشَرًا مِنَّا وَاحِدًا نَتَّبِعُهُ إِنَّا إِذًا لَفِي ضَلَالٍ وَالسُّعُرٍ. Are we being asked to follow one of us? Just a human like ourselves. If this is the case, then we're in misguidance. Or you look at Surah Mu'minun, ayah 34. وَلَئِنْ أَطَعْتُمْ. This got a different word. The first one says, نَتَّبِعُهُ, we follow. But here it says obey. وَلَئِنْ أَطَعْتُمْ بَشَرًا مِثْلَكُمْ إِنَّكُمْ إِذًا لَخَاسِرُونَ. If you follow a human just like yourselves, you're at loss. You can see this was a question at all times. That look, that's a human, I am a human, why should I listen to him?
Yeah. What makes him better than me? There has to be an element in him that makes him worthy of submitting to him completely.
And the Holy Quran itself, the Prophet himself, sorry I'm using words like this, but it's okay because the reality of the Quran shows this. The Holy Quran puts this doubt in place and he says it's a correct doubt, except for one essence that you forgot. It's like when a person asks a question, you say, no, you have your question's correct, your doubt's correct, except you missed one thing. What's that one thing? Yuha ilay. Look at this beautiful verse of the Holy Quran. قُلْ إِنَّمَا أَنَا بَشَرٌ مِثْلُكُمْ. I am like you. It's true, I am a human like you. Yuha ilay. Allah does wahi to me.
And
Allah,
that makes a world of a difference.
Of course,
yeah.
that's the whole difference lies in these two words, right? Yuha ilay. The difference that it's correct that you look at me as a human. But when Allah gives to this human what He gives, then this human is no longer a human just like that.
Yeah.
And that's
he's not a casual human. He's a human that deserves to be submitted to.
Of course.
Becomes an authority, a divine authority.
And as we mentioned, Allah emphasizes this point of obedience again and again towards the Prophet in the Holy Quran. Now, I've been holding this back to say it, I'll just say it over here. In fact, we have in the Holy Quran, you won't find one verse in the Holy Quran. There's 21 times Allah has ordered obedience. You won't find one verse where Allah has said, obey me only. Ati'u Allah is not in the Quran. Not once. Every time it's Ati'u Allah wa Rasul. There's two exceptions to this that one will speak about, Ulul Amr. And there's one time in the Holy Quran, in fact, Allah says Ati'u Rasul. Obey the Prophet. Obviously, this is in the light of, in line of obedience of Allah. But to clear this doubt from the people, that obedience to a human is incorrect until Allah grants them certain abilities and certain authorities. In this case, then we must submit to this human.
And there are certain characteristics that come with that authority, because He wouldn't give authority to someone who is exactly the same like everybody else. There's no reason for that.